you more than ever, my Lord. We need you more than ever, no doubt. We need you more than ever in a Gideon. Need you more than ever. We need you more than ever.
Hey baby, looking sexy. I love you badly. One in a million, love you to the max. Me not this the program worth more than money. You're precious like a diamond. Me and you together got a groovy situation. Swim any sea and sail any ocean. Now check another because no complication. I look in your eyes and my knees hurt me. When you're in my arms, I can hardly speak. I hear crazy music when you call my name. Baby, 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 do you feel the same? Hey girl.
Welcome to Soul Talk, stimulating conversation for your mind on IMG Radio.
It would help if I turned the mic on. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is St. Patrick. And yes, I'm sure you guys are hearing me. Yes? Say yes. Say yes. Yes, y'all hearing me. Y'all better be hearing me. No condemnation, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's show is about no condemnation. Sister Chin, good night to you. Oh boy. Unmute yourself, Chin. Hello? Can't hear me? Chin? All right. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Maybe if I do this. Hold on. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Tonight's show is about no condemnation, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Sister Chin?
I'm all right.
You sure?
How are you? How was your day?
I am blessed, man. Highly flavored, you know. Okay. Highly flavored indeed. I give God all the honor and the praise and the glory for my life and the way where He have me. You know, so it's all about no condemnation tonight. I see.
I'm condemned. We got a good one tonight.
Y'all going to hell. You got those, you know, I got to put it out there because you got those.
Wait, before you put anything out there, can you transmit from the 963 live and not your personal live?
It's going out on both. It's going out on both.
On your it's not on 963, it's doing a live.
All right.
And the followers are all joining the 963 live unless you want a bunch of people on your personal page.
Right now we just need to get them in, but let me just take a look here. Okay, so personal page is up, and let me go over to YouTube, Facebook. Okay, all right. You should see it pop up on the page now too. You are now live. Yay! It said it. I got it. It said it.
Damn.
Come on, man.
Here.
It's here. All right. That is Big Mama. Empress Poetry, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta, you know, she's always here for us. Just tell me, I'm not hearing myself in the headphone. So, guys, just tell me if I'm going out live. Yes.
You're transmitting well.
All right, beautiful thing. All right, so we'll leave it there. So, as I was saying, the topic of tonight's show is polygamy, monogamy, or side chick. But I want to start off by saying no condemnation. Because
you better make that clear.
I got to make that clear because next thing I know, I'll open my door tomorrow and there's a lynch mob outside. There is folks, you know, my tires are flat and, you know, and I got spray paint on my car, you know, you're going to hell in a handbasket.
I just don't understand if what you say you can back up with a biblical or an educational or an intellectual point, then I don't understand. Like, I don't feel no fear giving my point of view about nothing as long as I give it from a truthful place or from a place of knowledge, right?
I'm with you on that.
I mean, unless you have a reason to fear stepping outside your doors tomorrow, I think this show, we just need to pop off and pop.
All right.
My whole thing is, I don't want nobody in my inbox saying anything to me. I said what I said, and that's the end of it.
Wait, y'all getting people in your inboxes?
Yo.
Listen. My inbox been jumping all day. I put this topic out on my Facebook at 6:30, 6:40 this morning. I thought, okay, I'm gonna lay down. Oh, it was instant. Bing, 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 bing. I didn't get no rest from 6 o'clock this morning.
Well, St. Patrick, since it's a bing bing night, let's bing bing go.
It's a bing 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 night indeed.
All
right, soul talk. All right, stimulating conversation for the mind. Now, I know you guys are for Chin and.
You're muted, bro.
I know, because I'm going out live on the mic.
You're muted.
I know. I'm going out live on the station. All right, let me leave it like this and just tell me in 5 minutes if the sound quality is still the same and I'm not doubling on the stream. All right, Empress, you do that.
That would be my job, sir. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right, good. All right, so let's get this thing started off. You all are crazy. I don't know what y'all roping me into, but let me just start by saying y'all roping me into this thing. Let's start off with a word of prayer. All right.
Yes.
Blessed and merciful Father, hear my prayers, Lord. Father, you see, the perilous times that we're living in. You see the things that's going on in this world, Lord, and we are here trying to bring a little enlightenment and humor in the face of the calamities that we're facing. And Father, we know you have your way in the whirlwind. It is your words that says, heaven is my throne and earth is my footstool. With that type of God, I have no need to worry. I have no need to fret nor to fear, because I put my entire being in your hands. I lay all my burdens at your feet, including self. So, Father, as we come here tonight to do your work, to find new and innovative ways to reach your people, to open the minds of enlightenment, and to just stir the pot of conversation, I ask that you be in our midst. I ask that what we put forth be according to your word, according to your will. And Father, let your will be done. Through your Son, by way of the Holy Spirit, I pray. Amen. 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 Amen.
Oh no. All right, so what's the topic, Patrick? Let's go.
What me say? Beanie man! Tell them!
Someone say up, no girl and girl in a bungalow. Girl from Reba, girl from Jungle. No girl and none of them must say gungle. All get Toyota enough to take me
Yo.
You start in trouble.
Yo! This gospel station is it's no joke. To God be the glory. This topic tonight, and we need, this is something that we need to talk about, because we need to know, polygamy. Polygamy.
He said polygamy.
Polygamy, monogamy, or side chick. That's the question. What does the Bible say about this topic? And being that I'm the man on the panel, I'm going to fall back to the two sisters that's here, because I want to learn. I want to know. Just in case you guys don't know, polygamy is, having multiple wife. All right? Multiple partners. Folks want to degrade it down to sex and just sex. And then you have monogamy, which is what this Western society practice, which is one wife, one husband. And then you have, what most Americans practice, why the divorce rate is what it is, like more than 50%. You get your wife, but then you have your side piece or your side chick, right? And of course, it's fair game, because the sisters do the same. They got the pool boy, they got the mailman. And why you think UPS always deliver, so often?
The Amazon.
They got the Amazon guy.
I don't own no pool.
Right?
Well, I'm just saying, you ain't the only one listening.
No, I'm I'm just saying, you out here spreading gossip and propaganda.
You ain't the only one listening. Listen,
should-
I don't know about you.
what you said.
I'm sorry, but I don't know about you. I do have a pool, so that's why I said that.
We missed
See,
that
now you put
video.
my business out in the street. You put my business out in the street. Let me get back to some Beanie Man. Problems. Come on, get up in the chat room. We want to ask the question. We want to see your answers.
Girl and girl in a bungle, girl from Rima, girl from jungle. Enough girl and none of them must say grumble. All get Toyota enough to take me example of. Enough girl and girl in a bungle, girl from Rima, girl from jungle. Enough girl and none of them must say grumble. All get
This is
Toyota
St.
enough to take me
Patrick,
example.
raising the hits on 963 IMG Radio.
Go one man for your all 15 girlfriend. You start drink, road, start drink it again. You have to have a stamina for service them. When you talk about enough,
I'ma say God over there, good over evil.
This
This is chosen, and I endorse 96.3 IMG Radio. The next level in gospel music.
The
Let's do
next
this.
level in gospel music, ladies and gentlemen. This is what, a lot of folks should be talking about, but they're fearful in having this conversation in church or anywhere else. They're fearful, especially Christian folk is fearful in having this conversation. Listen, let me start off by saying this. I read in the Bible where Solomon had 700 wives, 300 concubines. I see in the scriptures where, King David had many wives. As a matter of fact, when he went and took somebody else's woman, he got chastised for that. Like, yo, dude, you could have took any free woman that you wanted instead of going and taking Uriah's wife. Now, I know I'm in talking to some Christian folks, so you know what I'm talking about. Uriah was an African, somebody that is not an Israelite, that was fighting for King David. King David came out on his porch, looked down and saw his wife taking a shower, a bath, and I'm like, yo, me a king it up. Man, fi have enough gal and gal in a bungle. Yo, send Uriah up on the front lines. Wicked! He sent the man on the front line, started dealing with his wife, got the wife pregnant. Ladies and gentlemen, King David, the man that God says, this is a man after my own heart, got Uriah's wife pregnant. And when he realized that Uriah's wife was pregnant, he said, yo, send him at the front of the battle with no support. Oh, no. Time out. Oh, I misspoke. Hold on. Him pull him in first. He says, yo, come. He took Uriah off the battlefield. Tell him, yo, go home, go sleep with your wife. Relax. Enjoy. Uriah was such a good soldier that Uriah is like, yo, my king, I cannot see the army of Israel being on the battlefield and you sending me home to my wife? Nah. I'm a warrior for you. So the man decided that he ain't going home to his wife. So David say, oh, George, do man pregnant, me can't make it. All right. Oh, may I go fix this? Send him to the front of the battlefield. Let his ass die.
That's deep.
That's biblical story I'm giving you. No fantasies. This is not what they call that, from Atlanta, the wives from Atlanta, the housewives. This is...
Little housewives?
Yeah, this is... We got to find a Bible name for this one. But that's deep.
It is. That is very deep.
When the prophet came, I think it was Samuel, and he sat down with David. He's like, yo, David, I have a problem. David is like, yo, what's up? He's like, there's this shepherd that have Yo, he's big. He have woolly pa sheep. A lot, hundreds. And there's this one farmer that got one sheep. You know what this shepherd went and did? David is like, what? Tell me. That shepherd went and took that man's one sheep. David get up and said, what? Get me my sword. Get the mighty man. Yo, let's go find him. Samuel said, that shepherd I'm talking about is you. That shepherd I'm talking about is you. You took Uriah's wife when you could have had any other woman that you want. Think about that. Talk to me, girls.
Where's her responsibility in this situation?
She could have cried out. She could have called rape. But I don't think it was rape because you know what? At the king. It wasn't rape. It was the king. And by the way, shh. There wasn't what they call it today when, you know, Me Too movement. There wasn't no Me Too, Me 3, no Me 4 movement back then. So when the king say, yo, come, you come. And you see how you see how me use the finger.
Let's bring this to today, right?
Yes.
So David takes Uriah's wife today. Mm-hmm. Does she have a responsibility in this situation today?
Of course.
Of course.
Did she have a responsibility back then? I would say yes. She had a responsibility back then.
No, and I only say that because, see, this is why I let you guys talk about the Bible and not me. Because I have a problem with wording and that whole thing of taking his wife. I already got a problem with that because she walked into that bed one way or the other. Unless she was physically
if she was ordered
from him. Like, that's what I'm saying.
If she was ordered to be like that or told that the king wanted her, what was she going to say? Oh, no, I'm not going to King David.
So then is that polygamy? Because that's rape.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. You see the reason, you see the trouble out, you see.
That's a different conversation.
That is a whole totally different conversation.
This is a different conversation.
I think that was gasoline drawers going to
yo, did you see what she did?
I don't even know if I want to be here anymore. What?
My interpretation of this scripture, and it's not me 2 or to 4, me no, right? But it's just like that was rape. That wasn't like she didn't get sexy for it, get jiggy with it. She got called. Her man got sent away to war. Die if you must. I'm gonna get her. Wait, is this the same?
I just want to understand.
Wait, hold on. I got a question because I don't do the Bible thing. Is this the same David like with the Psalms, the poet?
Yes.
Bro, what?
Yes.
Honey. Yes, it is.
This is the same King
but
David.
That also makes me want to ask a question.
Say, I will no longer allow anyone to condemn my actions because God has chosen the
Oh my God, my God.
Sorry.
My God, my God.
I wanted to know how close was the bathing house to his balcony? Or what kind of eyesight he had.
Yo.
like
for real.
What?
You know what? This is opening up some new realms of understanding here because it's not, it's supposed to be like the burbs, right? It's not like the hood where all the houses are like right next door to each other. You look out your window, you could see your neighbor taking a shower. Hi, Miss Jones, how are you? It's not.
I never saw that. Oh, are you telling us something, Patrick? Were you a
another subject for another day.
Another subject for another
Patrick
day.
Just said he was standing. He was standing in the window going,
in the Bible too.
"Hey, Miss Parker."
I'm just shouting her out, just saying, hello, she's
from the tree branch, bro.
Come on, let's bring it back.
Bring it back.
Please.
All right. All right. We're having a lot of fun here. All right. So talk to me here. So polygamy. What's the definition of polygamy for Chin?
Well, polygamy, as you said, is the act of having more than one wife. And then you have polyandry, which is the act of a woman having more than one husband.
Now, is there anywhere in the Bible we find women having more than one husband?
No, I didn't find that. Not unless it had to do with like the husband passing and them going on to be with another man. I didn't find that a woman actually.
I could give you a story on that one too, but that's gonna take us off point, so I won't. Because
mute your mic, sir.
I gotta mute my. Huh?
I'm muting your mic. She has to continue her point before you take her back to Albuquerque.
Go ahead, Chin.
Well, actually,
I have one question.
Yeah.
Do you have Eagle Eye Estate in that cup?
No.
Okay.
No, there's no Eagle Eye Estate in this cup.
Well, here's where you should insert the commercial.
Eagle Eye Solutions Network.
Thank you, Shin. A visual commercial. So while we're getting ourselves together, let's just say hello to the people on Facebook Live.
Yes, please.
Good evening to Robert Buki Highsmith. Good evening to Linda Nation, Early Yard out of Barbados. We have Lydia and Shamika, and
hey sis,
the whole family jumped in for you. There was someone else. Linda Nation. Did I mention her already?
Yeah, Pastor.
Okay, so Early saying that what your conversation about King David taking Eureka's the wife. Let me not call nobody out their name. That was under the law, bro. Grace is the game changer here. He said one man for one woman. And Linda said the wife is a ministry.
The wife is a ministry.
Is a ministry, yes.
All right.
And to your question about the woman with several husbands, he said the woman at the well, but she didn't have several husbands. She had one husband, and she was taking other people's men.
Right. Girls. She was a call girl, working girl.
Sorry?
She was a working girl. She was a prostitute.
She was not a working girl.
Oh,
she
no,
was a favored female friend of the village.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Title. Yes.
She was favored. She was favored by many men. Okay. All right.
Right. Who happened to have wives?
Wow.
Right. So she was the ultimate side choice.
She was the side choice. She was the side chick. Okay. All right.
Yes, not chick. Choice.
Choice. Oh,
yes.
Side choice.
That makes a difference, you see.
You know what? I like this, but yo, keep it up. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to catch Empress Poetry each and every Thursday night from 8 until 9 right here at 963 IMG with Spit. Yeah, she's not spitting at anybody, not that type of spit, but spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. This is a gospel poetry show, all right, where we are finding unique ways to reach folks and to bring them onto God. And we're doing it with poetry too. Spit. All right, so catch Sister Empress on that. Go ahead, girl.
Well, like I said earlier, I did the Facebook post, and I received, like, back and forth. We had a conversation, like maybe 30, 40 comments. But where the party was in my inbox. And what I found is that I had 77 different conversations in my inbox in regards to polygamy. Like, literally, everybody was in there. And what may surprise you is that there were more men than women.
Oh, wow.
In that conversation.
And okay, so now what was it all about? I mean, I take it the man was for and the woman was against.
Well, let's just
not all the time.
Let's just take it as since they went inbox, they were all for the parts high. They don't want the public to know.
They didn't want the public to know. Like, everybody had a view, but everybody didn't want it to be publicly. They didn't want it put on a public forum.
All right, got you. Got you.
And you know what people don't understand? They judge.
Yeah.
But
not only judge, but they also fear.
Condemn. They condemn.
They fear, and from the fear comes condemn.
Conversations. 43 of them were with women, and 34 were with men. And out of the 43 women, 19 was against the thought of polygamy, and 24 was in favor of it. Or they were saying that they thought about it, but it's a weird conversation to have. They wanted to know what was my thoughts on it and everything like that. So we were just conversing back and forth. And then I have a friend that actually opened up to let me know that she was actually in a polygamous relationship. And she gave me a couple of the pros and cons. And we were just having conversations all day. It was like, it was really good.
Tell me some pros. I'm looking for a new lifestyle.
Well, the pros is the support, the sense of community. They said sometimes when you have disagreements, it's always good to have that third party instead of just leaving things unsaid or undone. We also group economics, where as a family or as a village, you have your own sense of community within a family, especially if y'all have children. You have multiple nurturers. You have people that are multiple businesses. And ideally, with the way that it works in the Eastern world, is that most people that take on multiple wives or multiple husbands, they can provide for all of them without, taking away from the first one, or, they have the means to provide for them. So when everybody is working and everybody has a business and everybody is independent, it creates generational wealth.
Exactly.
So that's what it was.
Like a private Black Wall Street.
Exactly. And that's how it was looked upon in the Eastern world. It was a way to develop generational wealth. It wasn't, everybody has this concept that, we're polygamous, we're going to have one big orgy. No, I don't know. Could I say that on this?
You can say orgy. It's okay. You've already said it anyway.
You already... You're already feeling the heat. I don't know what you're talking about. We done went too far that we can't say orgy. All right, let me bring some scriptural reference in 1 Corinthians the 7th chapter in the 3rd verse. It says, "Let the man render unto his wife due benevolence." Right. So now this is just my take from reading the scriptures, what I get from the scriptures. Right. So in the beginning, the first commandment that was given unto man is what? Anyone knows in the chat room, in the groups? What was the first commandment given to man? All right, find that, and we're gonna come back to that, and I'm gonna. But you know what? Let me just continue in the sense of time. I'm looking at the time going. The first commandment that was given to man was that man should be fruitful and multiply. So in being fruitful and multiply and to subdue the earth, if you have one man, the feeblest of man, and I was having this conversation earlier in the week, where let's make 4 islands, and here is where we're gonna jump off the cliff and get myself into trouble. We're gonna make 4 islands, okay? One island, the feeblest, weakest man you know. We're going to put him on that island, and we're going to put 10 women on that island with him, and that's it. Next island, that would be your polygamy island. The next island, one man, one wife. That's your monogamy island. Third island, because I want to be inclusive, I don't want to leave nobody out. Let's put a bunch of gays, men, on that island. And then the fourth island, let's put a bunch of gay, LBGTQ, FTHIJK, LMNOP on that island. All women.
Disrespectful.
I know there's so much alphabets now, plus, queer. I don't know.
Just make your point, sir.
Making my point. The commandment 1, be fruitful and multiply and to subdue the earth. That one feeble man in 1 year, no matter how you take it, would put 10, if not more, people, human beings on the earth, right? And these would be your male and your females, your sons, your daughters, that's going to till the ground, kill the cow, right? Bring it home, and mommy and the daughters do the cooking and do all of that. Now, please don't get me wrong. I'm not going with the barefoot and pregnant type deal. That's not where I'm going. I'm going with that group community thing that y'all talked about earlier, right? You can see how generational wealth would be built very quickly when you have this one feeble man. And
well, it wouldn't be a feeble man. It will be a family with multiple streams of income.
Well, I'm saying feeble because I'm coming at 5 seconds. That's why I say feeble. Sorry.
Okay, I'm muting you now. You have no more control. You are over. Mute yourself.
I would like to make my other points, please.
I'm clutching the cross.
I left my pearls.
Me too. I'm like clutching
my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, when you come to Soul Talk, please bring your pearls. All right?
Some water.
And bring some holy water. And bring because you need to pray for me. Y'all need to pray for me. You need to pray for us because, no, serious. But on a real talk, he's feeble. Right? The feeblest of men will still bring forth at least 10 kids within a 9-month period. Okay? The one man, one wife is not going to also bring forth the same amount. The most you're gonna get is maybe one, maybe a triplet, a quadruplet. I don't know. That's it. The homosexual male is not going to bring anyone around, and my phone is going crazy. They're gonna buy one. The homosexual female is not also going to bring anyone. So, from a educational scriptorial standpoint, I'm saying those 2 islands is not going to bring forth the being fruitful and multiplying.
Not today. Because women are legit going to the bank and getting babies. So not today. The thing is, here's the thing.
If you have the money, you could go buy it.
We're kind of getting off topic with that part because that took us in the same direction the other point took us in. Where in actuality, those islands no longer exist. Those were islands that the Bible separated us and gave us certain stipulations. Again, I'm not sitting on nobody's pulpit, so if you want to talk about me, do that. That's fine. But the bottom line is the Bible has set us all into boxes, right? And then they give us in the Old Testament, they tell us the real, and then they bring us into the New Testament, and then they try to set rules. And that's where everything gets messed up, because you can't tell me that in the Old Testament somebody had 700 wives. You said
that was King Solomon.
King
and 300
Solomon.
concubines. He had 1,000 women.
Okay. He had 300 favorite female friends of the village.
Let me tell you, his waistline was spectacular.
And y'all want to mute me.
What?
The thing is,
Solomon was giving ways.
He was a king. He was a wise. Well,
no, but it's not just Solomon, guys. It's not just King Solomon or King David. You had men of lower state that had multiple wives, 2, 3. You know, that is all up and down in the Bible. Now, here is the thing, because you want me to bring it full circle. You know, it's only in the Western Hemisphere that one man, one wife is practiced. Now, I don't understand, because, you know, in the Bible, in Isaiah, it says that in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, that they can be called by his name. And there's nowhere in history where 7 women shall take hold onto one man is shown. And if you guys want to go read it for yourself, Chin, if you have your Bible, please. It's Isaiah the 4th chapter and the 1st verse. All right. In the Bible, it says, only let us be called by thy name. The only way a woman is called by a man's name is if they're married. And we will eat our own bread and wear our own garments. Meaning they're gonna dress modestly. The pum shots and the things that God says don't do is gonna be gone. And, you know, they're gonna eat the right, you know, modestly or whatever. You know, somebody please explain that to me, because that was a future tense. This is something to come. This is not where we are currently, but that's something that Isaiah prophesied that is to come. And there's nowhere in the history where I have read that it already happened. Unless someone can show me, I'm willing to learn. So, you know, we're taking this incrementally, step by step, because we want to learn, we want to know. You understand? So what I find is that when it comes to, you know, monogamy or polygamy, the man want to do it because the man want, you know, he's a lion, and he feels, and even talking about lion in the jungle, when you go into the jungle, you find even the lions, you know, the king of the jungle, the king lion, or the lion has multiple lioness that's there with him.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's not just with the lions. This is not something that's new, guys. However, out of, you know, jealousy, anger, insecurity, you know, a woman may feel that the reason why I'm a next woman is because something wrong with me. No, I don't think that's the reason. And a man, because if it's his nature to want multiple wives or have multiple women, but don't have the money or the cachet to maintain that type of relationship, what he chooses to do, he chooses to, as they would say, get the cow or get the milk for free. What's that milk cow situation where, you know, you why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? You know what I'm saying? So they got the wife at home, and they have the side chick or the side, I'm sorry, what's the word, Empress?
Side choice.
Side choice. Perfect. He has the side choice because of fear of not living up to his oath or living up to himself. Just come out and be like, yo, look, from jump, I'm sorry, you know, I want to be with you, but you will not be exclusive. I believe if you go and you say that directly to a woman, you understand, you would be surprised that if you present yourself correctly and you're true to yourself and then you're true to your mate, that you might find that you find women that is like, okay, sure. Because you know what? Martin Luther King cheated. Ooh, yes, Martin Luther King cheated. And we celebrate his day. Martin Luther King Day. You know, I have a dream that I will be with Rosa. I will be with Jane. All right, I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, I think you're going too far.
I have a question, Shen. Let me ask you a question. So in the questions that in the conversations that you had inbox, does anyone feel like those that are for polygamy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they feel that they should be the main person? Like, can I'm just gonna put myself in the situation. Can I have a side choice when I'm the side choice? Does that work?
Well, in polygamy, the whole idea of polygamy is that everybody is open and you're free to love. You're just free to love. The whole thing is that you're supposed to bring the idea or the want to your mate. You're supposed to let them know. They're supposed to be informed, which is a sense of truth, being honest.
Right.
Now, you have the whole, to me, this is just my perception. Monogamy is directly tied to ownership. You understand? And marriage is a partnership. So when you're thinking about a monogamous relationship, that is my man, my husband, my wife, my girl. But if it's supposed to be a partnership, then, it would be polygamous.
I'm happy you said that.
In that sense, it's not a partnership; it's an ownership.
Well, it's an ownership, exactly.
I'm happy you say that,
I think
because
that we're trained, or we're tied to that tradition that it's supposed to be one man, one woman. Now, in the Old Testament, there's nowhere in the Old Testament where it's condemned to have multiple wives. It was never condemned by God to have multiple wives, and it was never approved by God either. But in the New Testament,
it was a tacit approval. It was a tacit approval, meaning. Go ahead.
In the New Testament, it states that a man should become one with his wife, and they are supposed to become one flesh, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something along those lines. So you brought up something earlier, Patrick, and you said that God is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore.
Mm-hmm.
So when did that change? When did this idea of monogamy get introduced to us? Or when did it become a tradition? And if monogamy wasn't the main focus, would there be so much divorce?
When sex became a market.
Yeah.
Excellent point.
That's when ownership really kicked in.
First and foremost, when you said that ownership, it triggered something, because the woman don't own the man. The man is owned by God. The man is the shepherd, or whom, that's why for the most part in the Bible, all right, so 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, it gives the hierarchy, 1 Corinthians 11:3. So it says, I'm going off the top of my head, that there is God, that the head of our head is Christ, and his head is God, right? And the man is the head of the woman. So you have God, Christ, man, woman, and then the kids. And then if you have pets, then the pets. Therefore, and I'm saying it because, of course, you wouldn't put your pets above your child. You wouldn't put your child, well, in some cases, your child shouldn't be above your spouse or your mate, right? The woman is not going to usurp authority over the man, because she's supposed to refer to him or reverence him as the king, and he's supposed to reverence her as his queen. And in that construct, everybody reverence God, because he himself, the man, is appointed by God. He is the epitome of God on earth. The problem comes in when you have these men or these boys in men's body that just want to go and here and there and here, and don't take responsibility for dropping their seeds all over the place, thinking that having multiple wives is a free pass or something to just go and just be willy-nilly with any and everybody, not owning the responsibility. See, if you, for me, what I gather from the word is, if you are going to have, and this is why it wasn't explicitly by God, as you said, if a man is supposed to have more than one wife or choose to have, it's his choice. When God created the earth, he gave dominion to man for everything that he created on earth. And the woman was to be his helpmate. So if you find yourself needing multiple helpmates to help you to do the service of God, not to help you to satisfy your loins, then do the service of God. It's not about just sex. But you have these kids, little boys, running around, and it's all about, oh, yo, may I have big body Susie, may I have big breasts Angie, and, you know, I have curvaceous Maxine, and it's all about that. And it's not. Sex is the last thing.
But those aren't marriages. Those are relationships.
Wait. I'll wait. Let me roll it back for you.
Relationships.
No.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like polygamy, we're in the sense of polygamy, each relationship is an actual marriage. It's not a side piece. It's not a, like, you have a legitimate bond. You've made vows with this individual. So it's a bit different than hopping into bed with Susie today at 8 o'clock and Jan at 9:30. It's a little bit different than that, because when it comes to, as far as my understanding of it, his responsibility to wife number one is the same responsibility to wife number 7. And unless he can afford 1 through 7, he's not allowed to have these wives.
Exactly. I agree. But here is the point. Here's the thing, though. Here is the thing. This is going to make all y'all women close your legs. Watch this. What is marriage to God?
Nothing is going to make me close my legs. Let's start there.
When you
I'm muting myself. I can't.
I'm done. I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm muting her. All right. Wait a minute. I'm muting. Let me find the mute button. I got to mute her. She's muted. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Soul Talk, spiritually powered inspirational thoughts. This is making you clutch your pearls, go to the water cooler tomorrow morning and be like, oh my God, did you hear what they said? All right.
Did you hear what she said, Patrick?
I heard what she said. Hey.
I'm too old for that kind of judgment. Here's the bottom line. The bottom line is, it's a choice. You either choose to be with one man, you choose to be a wife in a multiple marriage, polygamous relationship, or you choose to be the favorite female, the favorite friendly female of the village. Choices.
All right, so here is the thing, right? In the choices.
How much Carolyn loved the village?
Hey, who's Carolyn?
Empress loved the village. Do you know how much Empress loved the village?
My God. Where's my sound drop? I got a sound drop that I gotta find. I gotta find this drop. Guys, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Let me hear how much I love the village.
Patrick,
sound drop. Here is the thing. What is marriage to God? See, marriage to God is when a man enters into a woman. See, the wedding and what we do and all of that is not, is not marriage. We're jumping from one bed to the other. Okay. I was in Jamaica a few years back, and lady in church, there's a segment that they have there called Dear Pastor on the radio, and the lady you know, she's in church, she's a Christian, and you know, sex before marriage is not permitted by the scriptures, so therefore she did not, you know, she abstained from sex. And the husband didn't have a problem abstaining, and they dated for like 2 years. Okay, and for that 2 years they may have kissed, but they never went between the sheets because they know they're not going to defile the marital bed, so they waited. They got married, and the night come for the do, and he couldn't get up, he couldn't perform. And now she felt like she is trapped, because here it is, she waited 2 years, she did the right thing, and how could God deliver to her the person that she loves, and here it is, he's impotent? So she called in to their pastor, and she wanted clarification. The clarification that was given is that she is not married. And why is she not married? The wedding,
Still the covenant.
there you go. The wedding was not consummated. That is the word. It wasn't consummated. And there's a reason why we do this at 10 o'clock at night, because all the kiddies should be in bed. Okay? There's
another reason, because that point that you just made just explained to me how these pastors and these women get in trouble so much, because the Bible told them to go to the pastor and have a conversation about what the job that their husband not doing. What?
You understand?
Well, it makes a whole lot of sense now why pastor be like, girl, you not married. Come on over here. Let's pray.
Whew.
Y'all
Yeah.
too deep tonight. We have 6 minutes left. Shen, please tie this up, because I'm in trouble.
I can't save y'all. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't.
Give something to bring us back to the other side of the fire.
So,
What side?
listen, I'm standing.
If y'all come back to the other side with the water, y'all gonna drown. Ain't no ark here. It's over.
So here it is, you have folks that's jumping in and out of each other's bed, thinking, guys, remember this. It was Isaac, I think it was Isaac or Jacob, that was riding in and saw one of his, what was it, Leah or Rachel, or Sarah, one of them sisters in the field. Come on, you guys are in the church. Y'all know y'all on the chat group. He saw her in the field, and he's like, yo, who that? I like. And he jumped off his horse. I think it was Rachel, right? And he took her to the tent, and the scripture said he knew her. So he wifed her right there.
They had sex. They had intercourse.
They had intercourse, and that was the sealing. So people, you know, your word is your bond, and your bond is your word. Your word is your honor. You understand? And here is the difference. This is the Western society difference. See, when a man sleeps with a woman in this Western society, it's nothing but sex. It's getting the milk for free. They don't own the cow. And sorry to call, you know, guys, please do not kill me. It's just the metaphor or the phrase. I'm not condemning or calling any woman cow.
They just drink some milk.
They just take, thank you, they just drink the milk. In everywhere else in this world, everywhere else on this planet Earth, okay, when you get that milk, you own that cow. So if she has medical issues, it's you. If she has financial issues, it's you. So when you see the amount of work and responsibility that comes versus 5 minutes of pleasure, a lot of folks is like, man, I'm not even venturing that way unless I really mean it. In this Western society, though, it's like, yo, what we do in private, what is it? Go to Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Or what happens between me and you, nobody needs to know. And I can't believe the time is done. Yo, I gotta ask for more time, man. We gotta ask for more time on this subject. Empress, what is social media doing right now? How is it jumping right now?
Social media is saying a lot of stuff we can't say over the radio, like the garden tool word and stuff. So
oh, it's calling females hoes. Oh
yeah.
Oh no!
I said, God, what is happening? We're just gonna get shut down.
All right, music.
I have to say something right before we get shut off.
Go ahead.
And I'm just gonna. This is where I'm gonna tie the bow.
No. I mean, if you want, we could ask for 15 or 20 more minutes, a half an hour, if y'all want.
No, that young lady has a job.
All right, so we're gonna do a part 2 on this, apparently.
I just want to tie up the bow real quick.
Tie it up.
Y'all can do what y'all want to do. So let me tie up the bow, right? I am about to be a 48-year-old woman. That's the bow. Okay, now let me stop playing. And so being 48 and being a full-grown woman, my take on this whole polygamy and side chick thing is, again, it comes down to choice. If you choose to be with somebody that you know is committed legally to another person, then you gotta know, you have to know the contract that you're signing, because the contract that he signed with his wife, that stands up in the courts. It's gonna cost him. So understand that there's more than likely the opportunity that he's gonna choose the legal contract over whatever chosen words you and him have, right? If you choose to be in a polygamous relationship, then it's an agreement. For me, I think the problem comes in when people do not live up to the agreement. If you know you want 7 wives, then you want 7 women, then you treat each woman the same way. You can't take food out of your first wife's mouth and her children's mouth and your children's mouth to feed the other 7, because you can't afford it. But you went ahead and you did that. So, age, I'll be 48 soon. The experience that I've learned in the first 48 is make good choices. Make good choices.
What would you choose?
Me? At 48? Right now, where I'm at?
It's a hot girl summer. Oh, yeah.
I think I would prefer to be a side choice.
Oh,
wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Just cut the show off, Patrick. Just cut it off.
Wow.
Just cut the show off.
Oh, wow.
Let's just end it here.
Nah, I'm playing. Let me cut it out before I get phone calls. Like Patrick's phone. You didn't hear his phone go zoop, zoop. You didn't hear that? Yeah, his is hot.
So, Patrick, what about you?
Okay.
Patrick,
yes.
His mic is muted.
My mic is muted.
You? What about you?
You know what? You have to have, there's a lot of things that come with having a multiple wife situation. You have to have the temperament and the patience to deal with the multiple spirits that you're going to, emotions and, you know, and drama, and the attention to give to each and every one, to deal with each and every one and meeting their emotional needs. It's not just a financial need that you have to burden that you have to carry. It's also a you know, psychological and emotional needs. And for those reasons, even though as a man I understand the reason for multiple wives and wouldn't mind, I have several friends that have multiple wives, and I wouldn't mind having more than one woman or more than one wife, more than one responsibility, because it's a responsibility. But I don't think I have the temperament. I'm too short fuse, and I'm too myself emotional, because I tend to wear my emotions on my sleeves, and I don't know how to play the game and hide. So, and I do understand where men today are not true to themselves. There's a lot of men that's in relationship, that's married, and secretly want to have multiple wives, secretly feel for another woman, but they're afraid to come out and say so. So therefore they suffer themselves, or they hide and do the side choice thing. Just be real to you.
Side choice, they do side chick thing. There's a difference.
Do the side chick thing. Okay. I don't want to go down that road. Mute her. Okay. If the right situation shows up and the right woman comes, and it's going to be an addition to the table and not a subtraction to the table, it's a foundation piece that's going to build for the future, is going to build to the community that we have, then I welcome it. If it's just coming because she got a fat booty and thinking that's what it's all about, then it's not. Where I am today.
Appreciate your answer.
Yeah, where I am today, a fat booty and, good looks and the vanity of this world and the long, horse mane hair down the back and, the glamorous thing, that's not where it is. That takes away, that detracts. Now, between me and my mate, we have 100,000 and you're coming in with another 50, or you coming in with another 100, let's talk. But if you coming in with, 5,000 and you're trying to take from my table and you thinking because you got a nice body, everybody got a nice body. So that's not for me. That's my answer.
So what about you, Shin?
Well, we didn't even address polyandry.
That's why we gotta.
I might want two husbands.
That's what I'm thinking.
I might want to. All I know is this.
Oh man.
I think it's unrealistic to think that I'm gonna be. It's not unrealistic. I think that most people will say that they have had some type of attraction to someone else after they have committed in marriage, right? And it's like saying, like, I commit to you in marriage, right? And this is my chicken for the next 20, 30 years. That don't mean I don't want no steak and no lobster and where we go?
Oxtail here and there.
Oh my God.
Maybe we need to have this conversation so we could be honest about it.
Honesty. Yes.
I agree. I completely agree that
I'm just saying.
Hey.
I can love the chicken.
But wait a minute. But
Okay, all right. I'm done. I'm so sorry if I offended anybody. I love
I'm
y'all.
gonna play some music.
Well, all right then.
Yo.
Woo, woo.
Hey.
Well, all right then. Well, all right. My God, so merciful and gracious too. My God, I no contest with you. My God, righteous, faithful and true. My God, that is all can compare to you. My God, so merciful and gracious too. My God, I no contest with you. My God, righteous,